Hey, this is Mike Williams, CEO and founder of iReliev products. Hey, I'm super excited to show you the Playmaker system, what's inside, and how to set it up, just to make life a little bit easier. So here we go. Of course, it comes with a hard plastic carrying case for portability and travel. When you open it up, you're going to notice a couple things. The first is you're going to have a quick start guide, which is going to show you how to get the device set up really easily. We're going to have the operating manual, as well as 2 packs of snap style pads. Each pack comes with 1 pad. We've got our wireless receiver pods, both channel 1 as well as channel 2. The power button is right here. And of course, the snaps are right there on the back, in which the pads snaps right to. We've got the hand control here. Inside this pack is a USB adapter. And finally, we've got the dual USB charging wire. And so this wire obviously plugs directly in to the USB, and then it's dual so that you can charge 2 devices at one time. Or you can charge the hand control. They're shown at the bottom. Okay, so we want to set up our Playmaker system. You'll notice that I've gone ahead and charged up both our hand control as well as our 2 pods. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug the CH1 or channel 1 pod from the charging wire now. I'll go ahead and get the electrode pad placed onto the back of the receiver pod. You simply insert the snap into the snap receptacle on the back of the pod, like so. And then you're going to want to do the same for the other side. And at this point, you want to place the electrode onto your body. Power up the receiver pod, like so. Once you've done that, now you can go ahead and power up your hand control. I'm going to press and hold the on button for 2 seconds to power up the hand control. Okay. The next thing we want to do is hit the CH button to go ahead and pair the channel on the hand control with the respective pod. You'll notice in the upper right hand corner you'll see CH1 for channel 1. You'll notice on the pod we've got it on channel 1. So we're again focused on pairing the respective pod with the channel as shown on the display. If no activity is sensed by the hand control within 10 seconds, the LCD light, or the backlight I should say, will disappear. And so that's what's happening there. Now let's go ahead and set our receiver pod. You come over to the set button here to the left. Press the set button. And when you first come to the set button, you'll notice in the upper left-hand corner, TENS or EMS. You can toggle between TENS for pain relief or EMS for muscle strength, muscle recovery, muscle endurance, or muscle warm-up. And so for now, we'll go ahead and just keep it on at TENS. Once that's done and it's blinking, we got it to where we want, we'll go ahead and press set again. And now we have the ability to set our programs. And of course, you can toggle between the programs by going up with the on plus button or down with the off minus button. And we'll just go ahead and keep it on P1. That's a constant output for now. And when we're done making the adjustment on that, we'll go ahead and press the set button and navigate to our timer. This is a 5 to 60 minute timer. It can be set or adjusted in increments of 5 minutes. And so we'll go ahead and make the adjustment to a 40-minute timer. And when we get it to where we want it, you'll notice it's been set to 40 minutes. And I hit set one more time, and that gets us to the level or the intensity level of the wireless pod. And so I'm pressing the on plus button, and that is my intensity level. And that, as you can see, is intensifying the output that the pod has and that you'll feel on your body. When you get it to where it's comfortable for you, go ahead and press the set button to lock the intensity level in place. And so that completes the setup of the channel 1 pod. To set up the channel 2 pod, you're going to want to do the exact same thing. You're going to want to repeat those steps. We're going to unplug the channel 2 pod. We're going to snap the pads directly to the back of the receiver pod receptacle. We're going to place the pod onto your body at this point. Go ahead and power it up. You'll notice the channel 2 pod is now on, and the system automatically senses, in most cases, senses that the channel 2 pod has been updated, and so it toggled to channel 2. To manually select your particular channel, you just hit CH button here, and now you can see you can toggle between each of your respective pods. So if I want to adjust my channel 1 pod, I'm going to make sure I go to channel 1 and set the settings according to channel 1. If I'd like to set my channel 2 pod, I'm going to go to channel 2 pod. I see it there, and now I'm ready to make the setting. So I'm going to press setting. I'm going to go ahead and keep it on 10s, set again. Well, I'd like to put this in a constant output mode, so I'm going to reduce that to P1, the constant output for 10s. Press set to lock it in place. I'll go ahead and adjust my timer to 40 minutes on this particular pod. I'm going to press set to lock that timer in place, and then I'm going to increase my intensity level to what's comfortable for me. And to lock that in place, I'm just simply going to press set and lock it in place. So there you have it. There's the setup of both our channel 1 and our channel 2 pods for your Playmaker system.